Hey, beautiful people. So before we start this walk and talk about control and being out of control, but not just food, with everything in life, if you have questions, go ahead and ask them in the comment section. That's why I'm doing this as a premiere, so that I can try to answer any questions that you may have. And if I can't, I'll definitely look into it and see if I can answer it down the road. Running uphill, y'all. Running uphill.
I have walked this street 1,000 times or more, and I hope that I still do when I'm old.
Oh, Lord. Not a breath. I didn't have to hold my pants. I might have just kept going.
A life I once had is sealed in this town of concrete and stone. And I know, though I'm growing old, it can never be untold. The past, it is written in stone. Though I'm growing old, it can never be untold. The past, it is written in stone.
We cannot ignore our bodies the way I just ignored that Uber Eats alarm going off. We can't ignore those things. We have to do what we can do for ourselves to get better. We can't keep making excuses. I'm too big, I can't exercise. My knees hurt, my back hurt. If you're looking for a chair exercise that can help you with that, go over to Thick Chick Fitness.
I think that we could chat therapy.
And she does it all in a chair. So we can move. We don't have to be jumping up and down like we 20 and all that stuff when we know we over 50. Or we know we over 40 and we got a ways to go before we can do that. And maybe we don't want to do that. Let's keep it real. But we do want to move. And we do want to try to get as fit as we can. Going on 2 o'clock. But because I got banned from Spark, I said, well, that's my cue to get out there and go walking. We can control what other people do. Because let's face it, life is lifing. And we're all getting older. Prayerfully, we live to see that old age come, but still be in our right mind. Still be able to move. So while you can move, I encourage you to move. I'm not no fitness guru. I'm not no doctor. I'm just an over 50 woman married to a trucker on over the road trucker and pretty much living alone. Trying to figure this whole thing out. Life after your children are adults, even though our youngest child is still in the house and still from time to time may act like she's not an adult, but ready to tell you that she is one. But we can take control back. Pausing before we speak, because I'm quick with the tongue. Pausing before we speak. Finding the good in the bad. I was really not going to do any kind of talking, but I felt like I needed to do that. Now, y'all can let me know in the comments, what are some things that you're working on to try and control. Hey, how are you? To control your eating, to control whatever habits you're trying to break. Because let's be serious, these are habits that we are addicted to, and the U.S. food industry has us all addicted, okay? I was listening to somebody talk about how when they went overseas and how the food tastes very different, and it was nothing against the people or the food. It's the fact that they realized in that moment how addicted to sugar their body was. Food tastes different because it's made different. It has different ingredients. There's ingredients in other countries that are banned, but the U.S. is still shoving it to us. And while they're making small steps to take dyes out of food and stuff, this is talking about the difference in Fruit Loops with their chemicals and dyes, and Canada does not have that. They use natural fruit flavors. So for people who like to come on and say it's a shortcut, taking that GLP-1 is a shortcut, and maybe your body wasn't meant to do what you're trying to get it to do. And no one knows all of the side effects. You only know some. To you, I say, there are side effects for every medication, whether it's over the counter or prescribed to you. Everything from opioids to over-the-counter medications to other prescription drugs, as well as children medicine as well, has severe side effects. There is a risk with everything. There are side effects. Why? Because they are chemicals. So try not to be so harsh in thinking, say, like people like Serena Williams, who is an athlete through and through, is taking a shortcut because she's trying to force her body to do something that her body wasn't meant to do. She was supposed to be thick. She was supposed to be all those things. You are supposed to be who God created you to be, but you're also supposed to be who you want to be. And no one should have the right to criticize her for that. Now, I can see some of the criticism for certain things when it comes to, well, she's pushing this drug to women, is telling them that their body is not good enough, that they should be thin. I think people are already in the mindset who want to lose weight, what they want to be. You can't blame a whole person for that because everybody is an adult and they're making adult decisions. Right. And so in making those adult decisions, you weigh the pros and the cons. Hopefully you did your research. Don't take anything I say for 100% fact because I am not a doctor. All I am, like I said, is a woman over 50 in search of a better me, a healthier me. And I know from my research and from other people's research that I've read about that there is great strides in a GLP-1 helping you with your autoimmune deficiencies, with certain cancers and things of that nature. Like I said, do your own research. I'm no way trying to defend Serena Williams, but I am defending her partially by saying if there is something that she was not happy with about herself, and yes, she can afford to do anything. She can afford those nutritionists, the trainers that she have, and she had all of that. And she said she still was not losing any weight. That means she was out of control of what she was doing. She was eating better, she was exercising, and her exercise is different than ours because it's training to compete. So that's a strength training that a lot of us don't get. So she has access to those things financially and, just from being who she is celebrity-wise. And yes, she is advertising for Roe. And this is probably where it's a 50-50 thing with me, because while she is advertising for Roe, and she has a right to, If it's working for her, it's no different than I'm talking about a company that I'm working with. If it's working for me, I'm letting you know. I'm not telling you to go do it. Now, mind you, there have been a few people that have said they started a journey because of me, but what they need to realize is you started your journey because of you. But in the midst of that, you found me. So I don't take credit for any of that stuff. With Serena, because for one, I am not on her level. Well, I wish I had that kind of money. So for her, maybe the rollout of her coming out with saying it in, advertising for Roe should have been, yes, sure, my husband has an investment with Roe since 2017 and he has stock and all this other stuff with Roe. Because now people are saying, well, he put her up to do it because now they're going to make even more money. Serena's going to make money regardless. If she's married to a husband or not married to a husband, because she is Serena Williams. Okay? And he is a billionaire, if I'm not mistaken. And if not, he close to it. I don't hate on that. I'm happy she came out because it says to people who always say, well, you're trying to take the easy way out. If you just do this and you just do that, not realizing perhaps those people did just do that and just do this. But the way their body is made up, it just didn't work for them. Or if they're going through menopause or peri, post, whatever, maybe their body just wasn't ready for that. It wouldn't accept that. Or maybe because they have an autoimmune like I do, which your body is already fighting itself, so it's holding on to everything it can hold on to for survival. And then you gaining weight due to medication. And once you gain it, it's hard to get that off. And when you get a certain age, people need to realize it's hard to get that off. You don't have, in most cases, that 20-something-year-old metabolism that some people have. Back then, I could eat anything. I had 2 babies and was still skinny as a stick. I grew up skinny. They called me Popo. That's how skinny I was.
Serena Williams has lost a ton of weight using Ozempic, and now she's partnered with a pharmaceuticals company to promote it. She's their celebrity ambassador. Now look, all power to Serena for her bodily autonomy. She can do whatever she wants, and she has every right to make choices that feel best for her health and her life. That part's not up for debate. But what I struggle with is that she's not just saying, oh, I take a GLP-1, she's literally promoting it. She's fronting a campaign, and that's no longer a private medical decision anymore because that's advertising. And when someone with Serena's cultural weight endorses a drug like Ozempic, it normalizes its use on a mass scale. And here's where I think it gets even more insidious, is that to promote this, Serena said, I am a very good use case of how you can do everything. Eat healthy, work out to the point of even playing professional sport and getting to the finals of Wimbledon and the US Opens and still not being able to lose weight. Now look, I am obviously not a doctor, so take this with a pinch of salt, but to me, that quote is less a confession of failure and more like just the shining truth. If you can do all of that, if you can live in one of the most disciplined, active, physically extraordinary bodies on the planet and still not be thin, it's because you're not supposed to be. That's where your body sits. That's its equilibrium. And selling a drug to override that and override your body's natural weight set point feels really jarring. It risks telling women everywhere that even if your body is capable of feats beyond imagination, it still isn't good enough unless it's smaller. I can hold respect for Serena's personal choice and still contest the way that this is being packaged and sold, because let's be very clear that these drugs are serious medications with side effects, access issues, and unknown long-term consequences.
So to say somebody is doing this, they're forcing their body into something that their body was not meant to be. You don't get to say that. I mean, you can, but you don't get the right to tell somebody what their body should be because you see them out in front. I remember seeing Serena as a child. If you watch the movie or any of her older footage of her training, Serena was, yes, thicker than Venus, but she was skinny too. She was small. So as we grow as women, and not just black women or whatever, but as we grow as women, our hormones kick in, and that's different for everybody. It affects everybody's body totally different. If it affected everybody the same, there would not be a need for any of this stuff. There are some things that are hereditary, genetics, that we have absolutely no idea about. Take Serena and Venus. Very close in age. Same mama, same daddy. Venus dealing with autoimmune problems. She was getting sick a lot, and she's slender all her life, childhood to now. 40-something years old, out there still winning matches. 45 to be exact. And then you get Serena, same mama, same daddy. Growing up, athletic, training, competing. Remember I said, their training and exercise is different than the regular person. As far as I know, no autoimmune problems, but had 2 kids. Your body starts to change the older you get. So you can't say what somebody's body is supposed to be. Whatever makes somebody happy should just be that. It makes them happy. You don't have to agree with their way of doing it, but it's their right to do it. And is it false advertisement of her saying Roe, use Roe, she used Roe, and she lost this weight and all this other stuff? She has a right to say what she used. Maybe somebody want to know, because the minute you start losing weight, people go, are you okay? Are you sick? She's had to deal with weight and body image and issues, and people critiquing it, not just critiquing her for her tennis, but critiquing her body as well for her whole time doing what she's doing. So I say kudos for her if that's what she want to do. I'm not mad at it. I'm not even mad at the fact that she didn't say, hey, Alex is a part of this company, yada, yada, yada. But that's not why I'm here to tell you this. I think she should have said that. Her PR should have came out when she started getting all of this attack about it. Nobody's listening to her say she was not feeling good. Not just about looking good, but she was not feeling good in that body she was in. So her research and journey led her to where she is. And if anybody wants to do it, then that's on them. If they want to use Roe, if they want to use any of these other companies, I use Mochi Health. Matter of fact, have a discount code down below. I'm not sponsored by them, but you could get $40 off of your, I think, medication. And does that give me $40 off too? It does. I think she should have been a little bit more transparent, but I don't fault her for that. Whether she was transparent or not, they were still going to eat her alive. They always do. It's just something about her that gets under people's skin. She's just saying, stop. I don't want y'all to think I'm the way I am from just working out. Because a lot of people get on this medication and think, oh, well, I'm just going to do what I do. And a lot of people do. They do what they do. They don't want to work out. They'll say, I'll work out in about 6 months or whatever. I didn't have that mindset because I don't have the luxury of the insurance to pay for it. So I'm paying out of pocket for what I'm using. And I'd be dang gone if I'm going to jeopardize that. Now, for me, I use my GLP-1 compound is Tirzepatide. Tirzepatide is supposed to be one of the best in Zepbound, one of the best 2 out there. Although they are creating better ones each and every day, seems like. But with the most weight loss on those 2, I'm trying to find the right light on those 2. So do your research and know which one you want to use before you start consulting with people and stuff like that. but I am enjoying my experience on Tirzepatide. Does it have some side effects? It does not have as many side effects as those other ones do, and I'm not knocking the other ones because I've never tried them. I did my research enough to know that I wanted to start off with Tirzepatide. Why would I start off anywhere else? And plus, I know I could not afford those name brand ones. So I'm going through Mochi Health. I got the 3-month plan to have the doctor consult and a nutritionist available to me. Or you can do a month to month. The 3-month was $199, and then the medication for 1 month was $199. Or you can do the medication for $199 and do a month to month. The month to month, I believe, is $79 now. It was a little bit more. Now it's $79, you guys. So I do encourage you, if you are thinking about doing one of those, I don't encourage you to get on it because I'm on it. I encourage you to check into it. And then if you decide to use my code, get that $40 off and start your journey. A few of you guys, like I said, have done that. My sister even did it. She started hers on Saturday. She's calling it Shed Day Saturdays or something like that. She's not on, she doesn't want to announce hers to the world that this is what I'm doing. She says I guess she want to be like Kendrick Lamar and just pop out on them. But see, yeah, every day is not going to be good. I'm happy with my Tirzepatide because it does suppress my appetite enough where I can now go in the grocery store, even though I already have a list, and not feel like I need to throw everything in the cart because, oh, this look good, this look good. I don't even think about food like that anymore. I actually have to be very, very intentional with how I am moving because sometimes I'll realize I have not eaten. So I try to plan my day as best I can. If I eat all of it, excellent. If I don't, I'm not going to cry about it anymore. I'm just going to keep going. I know how much protein I'm supposed to have, and everybody's going to be different. So what's for me is for me, and what's for you is for you. Just like they say, what God has for you is for you, and what he has for me is for me. But you need your protein, you need your calories to lose weight. You need it. You need your water. You don't want to be retaining water, so you want to constantly keep everything flowing, whether it's the number 1 or the number 2. You want to keep those things flowing. So, y'all, that's it for this video because it's super long, and I think I'm going to do it as a premiere. So that means I'll be in the comments if you want to ask me something. If I know it, I'll tell you. If I don't know it, I'm going to tell you, well, I really don't know, but I'll look into it. Because I'm new to this. My journey started August 8th is when that's when I started my GLP-1 journey. But I lost 10 pounds before starting it just to see if I could. And then I got stalled out and couldn't move any further. That's why I'm now doing the GLP-1. And so this is week 5 for me. My shot days are on Wednesdays. So definitely come back if you're new on Wednesday to see if I lost weight, if I stalled out again like I did last week, or if I gained weight. And really I didn't stall out. I gained 4 ounces. Not a lot, huh? But it is when you want the scale to actually go down instead of up. But it's not just about the scale for me, but that's very important to me because once the weight shits off, I feel like a lot of my health issues will not say go away, but be better. We'll be able to maintain, a healthier blood pressure, healthier cholesterol. Yeah, y'all. So thanks for listening to me, Jaw Jack. So y'all, gotta go. Mouth is dry. That's one of the side effects sometimes, but not all the time. My side effects are so minimal, it really doesn't concern me at this point. That's why I really don't feel the need to change up to another compound, because if this one's working for me, I'm not going to be doing all of that just to see how it's going to do me. I'm fine where I'm at. I'm now, I was at, what, 2.5? 3? And I'm at 5. I think I'm going to stay at a 5 because my appetite is very much suppressed. I don't know if I could do a 7 or a 6. But who knows down the road? If my stall lasts longer than 2 weeks, I probably would. So, yeah. Y'all take care. Bye. Oh, wait. I forgot to ask y'all, could you subscribe to the channel? Hit the like button. Share. Help me get out to more people so I can grow this channel and grow the community. I'm trying to create a community. I see some people have such beautiful communities, and we need that. That's why I'm trying to be in everybody's live, because you find out so much from people, especially when you're new to doing the GLP-1s, you know. It's only so much you can read when it comes to GLP-1s. You want to hear actual testimonies. And I love watching channels and they're giving their testimony, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So, see y'all. I hope y'all become, I'm still got some stuff I got to get rid of, but the neck is looking a lot better. And I've been using some stuff on my bows to dry them up too. Yeah. Again, bye. Thanks, y'all. Let's see. I'll see y'all on Wednesday, hopefully, for my weigh-in. So Wednesdays are, I call my weigh day Wednesdays and shot day. And like Rosalind say, it's shot day. It's shot day. Did I lose any weight? Did I lose any weight? Did I? Let me know. What you think? Shout out to her. She's very motivating. I love her energy. Shout out to a lot of people. Downsizing Diva. Simply Tasia. I think I said that right. GLP-1 in review. So many people. I've been getting some recipe ideas from Mr. Mom. But that's another thing too. I've tried, I know I'm supposed to be gone, I know, right? I've tried like carnivore, stuff like that. If you want to know how I did on that, if you want me to do a live and we can all learn from each other, not me teaching you anything, honey, because no, it's not happening over here. But we can motivate each other. So if you want me to do a live, let me know and I'll try to get that done. But I'll post when I'm going to do it. Just right now, I know I have so much. I don't know where I'm going to be from day to day with my sister. I don't know if my mom knows yet, which my mom lives with her, but they only told her that she went to the emergency room. So I don't know where that stands, and we worry about her as well because she has dementia. It's not so severe where she don't know who we are or none of that stuff, but she has really horrible memory lapse. Sometimes I wonder if she's D2 deficient. But yeah, we can get into all of this stuff into a live and stuff like that because I've been learning so much about things that can help you. Supplements that you can take, but I don't really want to talk about those now because I haven't started taking them. So I want to be able to say, yeah, this does work for me, but what works for me might not work for you. You know what I'm saying? So keep that in mind as well. So again, remember, I have a link below if you want to just look into Mochi Health, or you want to start your journey and you already looked into Mochi Health. Going to save you some money. Save you $40, okay? $40 you can buy. Listen, you almost could buy a 10-pound pack of ground beef, because y'all know it went up to $42 in Walmart. So you almost could buy a 10-pound pack of beef. But anyway, that $40 is definitely a savings for you. Drink your water. Water break.
Got stuck, you were looking for clues, but that just made you more confused. You just need to see how lovely, how lovely, how lovely it is for you. Got stuck, you went looking for clues, but that just made you more confused. You just need to see how lovely, how lovely, how lovely it is for you. The waiting's done and you find your home right here. The light goes off and it clicks, you figure out. You put it on.
But I wanted to come on and say thank y'all so much for supporting the channel, all of the channels that I have.
Let the fears fly away, ride it out like a wave. Call it in all your favors, call them in.
Tummy bites, 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 tummy bites.